All right, everybody. I got a slight confession I got to make. I'm guilty of the one thing I try to tell clients not to do. Okay. I got a little distracted. All right. I tell a lot of business owners when I talk to them, you got to keep the main thing, right? I talk to them about delegating certain responsibilities. That way you can stay in the military. We call it front sight focused, right? I didn't stay front sight focused. Okay. Myself personally, like I said, I'm in the business of podcasting, telling stories, and providing video content, right? But I got a little, how you say, sidetracked by doing the video content for other people more than I was about doing the podcast and letting that tell the stories. We're going to do both, okay? And here's the deal, we're doing both. I can help you tell your story outside of the podcast, but at the same time, we want to do the podcast because of the fact that we want to tell your story as a business owner, so that way you can provide services for either customers or other businesses, B2C or B2B, right? That's the main thing. That's my front sight focus. Okay, my podcast, my being able to disseminate information to the masses. Okay, if you want to start a business or if you already have a business and make it run more efficient. Okay, the educate, elevate, and inspire. That's the main thing. Okay, got a little sidetracked on that. Now, having diversified revenue streams, of course, is fantastic. Okay, got to have that too. You can't be overly concentrated on one particular product or maybe one particular customer. You got to diversify those revenue streams. Okay, because obviously it's the same thing like an investment portfolio. You got to diversify your assets. If you're just concentrated on, let's say, one particular stock or one particular sector, when that sector goes down or that market goes down, your portfolio goes down. But if you spread out your investments, then you have some, ways to offset that. And yes, I was a Series 7 licensed broker, worked at Morgan Stanley and Charles Schwab. So I understand that part too. But like I said, sometimes you lose the perspective when you're in it, right? That's why you need good people around you, like your business coach, like just somebody that's willing to be honest with you and just say, hey, look, man, you're messing this up. All right. Don't mess this up. Stay front sight focused. Like my friend Moses says, be brilliant at the basics. And I'm talking for like, the newer business owners like myself. Once you get your business where it's in a rhythm and it's flowing and you want to start looking at some other avenues, things like that, growing the business, expanding it, scaling it, great. But have the right people around you. You have your foundation set to do it. Okay. So, like I said, just wanted to put that out there. I was praying this morning, getting ready to go clean the pool, hanging out with my dog Luna, and boom, we got to keep the main thing the main thing. That, myself included, I got to keep the main thing the main thing. So here's the deal: we're here to tell your story. Okay, I want you to tell your story so that way people know what you do. But at the same time, I want other business owners or people who want to be business owners in the community say, look, if that person can do it, I can do it. If she can do it or she does it this way, let me try it this way because my business has been stagnant or I haven't been able to go to that next level. Let me do it his way or her way or whatever story inspires you to take it to that next level. That's what this show is all about. And that's what we're definitely going to get back to. And like I said, be front side focused. Can we still do all the other video stuff? Most definitely. But at the same time, let's stay front side focused. Whoop.